All right, today we're going to put together the ultimate AI toolkit for students. And listen, these are free, seriously powerful tools that can completely change how you study. So if you've ever felt like you're just buried in textbooks, this explainer is definitely for you.
So let's just start with a quick question. I want you to think about how you study right now. Is it, hours and hours of highlighting, rereading these super dense textbooks, and just kind of wishing you had a magic wand to make it all stick? If any of that sounds familiar, well, your study routine might be a little stuck in the past.
For way too long, studying has meant being buried under this mountain of PDFs and notes, right? It feels like we're studying in the dark ages. But what if we could totally flip that? What if we could go from all that endless, kind of passive reading to a world of active, intelligent listening?
Yeah, the old way was just rereading stuff over and over, just hoping something would finally click. But imagine if you could take all that material and just turn it into your own personal study podcast, something you could listen to on your way to class, at the gym, really anywhere you go.
Well, the tool that actually makes this possible is Notebook LM, and it's from Google. Its superpower is pretty amazing. It literally turns your study materials into audio. You just upload your notes, your PDFs, and boom, it creates a private podcast just for you. It's a fantastic way to review material without having to stare at a screen even more.
Okay, so listening to your notes is a huge step up for review. But what happens when you hit a wall? You get stuck on a really tricky topic, and your professor's office hours are still days away.
Imagine this for a second. What if you had a personal tutor on call 24/7? Someone you could ask any question, it doesn't matter how basic or how complex it is, and you get an instant, helpful answer. I mean, that sounds like a dream, right?
Well, that dream is pretty much what Google AI Studio can do for you. Its real superpower is how interactive it is. You can actually share your screen, point to the exact problem or the diagram or even the line of text you're struggling with, and just ask it to explain. It's like having an expert looking right over your shoulder, ready to help you out at a moment's notice.
So we've covered reviewing material and understanding it better. But a huge part of being a student is actually creating things. Writing papers, doing research, maybe even coding for assignments. And yep, AI has you covered there too.
For this stuff, it's really all about using the right tool for the job. So when you need to do some solid research and find credible sources for a paper, Perplexity AI is fantastic. And for those of you with coding projects, tools like Codium or GitHub Copilot can seriously help you write cleaner, better code way faster.
Okay, so we've looked at a few individual tools. Now, let's pull them all together and see what the ultimate student toolkit looks like. A single, powerful workflow for getting things done.
So here it is, your new 4-step workflow. Step 1, you study by turning all your notes into podcasts with Notebook LM. Step 2, you understand by asking all your tough questions with Google AI Studio. Step 3, you research using Perplexity AI to find great sources. And finally, Step 4, you create with a little help from Codium or Copilot. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's incredibly effective.
The big takeaway here isn't just about downloading a few new apps. This really represents a fundamental shift in how we can learn. It's about moving from what can be a really tangled, confusing process to a clear path that's just more active, more personalized, and way more efficient.
And all of this, it naturally leads to an even bigger question. As these incredible tools become a standard part of every student's arsenal, what does that actually mean for the future of education itself?
So I'm going to leave you with this to think about. If every student has an AI tutor, a research assistant, and a coding partner right in their pocket, how do we even measure knowledge anymore? What will the tests of the future even look like? It's a pretty fascinating question, and honestly, it's one we're all going to be answering together. Thanks for checking out this explainer.